Live from the country. Yeah. What's happening, y'all? I missed y'all on Thursday, man. I got caught up working on the yard and all of that shit. Totally forgot. Totally forgot about this shit. I don't do that. I don't do no holidays. None of Mr. Charlie's holidays. I don't do none of them. None at all. Nothing. I don't jump when Mr. Charlie says jump. I don't I don't spin when Mr. Charlie says spin. Big Bernice, 1977. You the first. What's happening? What's goody? What's good in the hood? Uh, um, got a visit from family, my wife's friends, couple, right? And they brought their son with them. I want to talk to y'all about young kid, good young kid, about to be an exchange student and study German. Young black boy, 15 years old, about to go study German from the Lou. Shout out to my nephew Marcus, little. You know what I mean? But it's good to see some young black males doing some different things and not trying their best to be, the dumbest, most pointless nigga they can possibly be. Dante Smith, 743. Thanks for tapping in, Dante. Where's Mr. Ty Mills? Where you at, Ty Mills? Where you at, Ty Mills? Yeah. What's happening? Did you read Raised by Wolves? What's happening, Ty? Where you at? Where are you? Where you at, Ty? What's happening, Ty? What y'all been doing, man? What y'all been up to? Shit getting real crazy. I don't know how much y'all are really paying attention, but shit is getting very crazy. A little more crazy every day. I'm trying to accept you, Ty. I'm hitting this Ty. I'm hitting the go live button and all of that. Oh, you been traveling, Tina? Where you been going? Ty Mills is unable to join. That's what it said. It said Ty Mills is unable to join. What's what they doing? What they doing, Ty? They fucking with you, they shitting on you. You see Meek, what's going on? We'll try another one, Ty. See, let you live. They really don't like you, boy. They really don't like you. Peanut Escobar, what's happening? What's going on,
What's
son?
good?
Everything is everything, man. Just got the last of the stumps that we're gonna grind.
Uh-huh.
Just got them done. And now the only other stumps we got are the ones we have to pull up by the root because we're putting in a drainage trench for the water to flow when it rains, stuff like that. Like kind
Mm-hmm.
of went through the back and the middle. Now it's going to go to the side. So and we're going to raise even it out and all that. Raise it about 8 feet. What up, Trey? What up, Dat USA? What up, Nakia? What's going on? Uptown Swing 92. What's popping, y'all? Tap in. Oh, you went to Vegas and New York, Tina? Are you about going on the cruise? Oh, that's what's up. Oh, that's what. Yeah, take the book with you on the cruise. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be very, very dope. Very dope. And nothing like a good book on a boat on the water. If you love water, I love water. Love that water. Next level 9. What's happening? Um, so Mo's homegirl and her husband, they came to visit us from St. Louis, and they brought their son with them, Ty. And good young kid. He's Dean's List. Um, he's about to. He just. In fact, they found out why he was here. He's going to be. He's been accepted in the foreign exchange program, so he's going to be going over to Germany to study German.
Oh. That's lit.
Ain't that some dope shit?
Hell yeah.
So I guess he won't be spinning the block or you know letting off his Draco at his ops or whatever other clown rapper bullshit that these dumbass little niggas is emulating. That I can almost not even really blame them. Kendrick Clone 70, I can almost not really blame them. You know what I mean? Because they don't know no fucking better. Uh, no, Trey, not building a multifamily unit. I'm clearing the land behind my house. Dude,
He definitely not trying to bring more people over there.
that's a fucking fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I am cool on that. No, sir. No, just clearing the land, more usable space. It brings up the value of your land because the more usable space you got, the more value. And we'll put some things out there. Going to put a big ass greenhouse. Um, some amenities. Maybe if I stay here long enough, Richard Bailey 756, maybe with a indoor pool. DC Blacks, what's happening? So Shorty found out he gonna be going to Germany to study German, which is super dope. And I asked him, had he ever heard of the Willie Lynch syndrome or Willie Lynch? Had he ever heard of that premise, that idea, that character? Like a lot of people don't know, but the character Willie Lynch was made up by an older black gentleman um, who wanted to illustrate a point. He wanted to put the behaviors. Ricky the Fool, what's happening? He wanted to put the behaviors and the practices of white people. What's up, Quincy Bethia? Thanks for tapping in, man. WePopNSon. Y'all know what it is. Um, he wanted to, put their behaviors and their tactics into perspective. So he made up this character and this story about this character, and the character's name was Willie Lynch. And I've always been surprised over the last 20 years or so when I've shared the Willie Lynch papers or the Willie Lynch, ideology with people and asked them if they had ever heard of it. And love you back, Ricky. Thank you, man. Um, and it's surprising how many people have never heard of Willie Lynch. And it's really crazy how true it is that it still, if you want to hide something from a black man or a black person, you could say specifically black men because black women are the most educated group in all of America.
I think
No one is more educated.
that's a skew. That's true, but that's a very skewed stat in the sense that the degrees that they get be in fields where people don't really need them and they don't make money.
Why do you say that?
Um, cause it be fields where they don't make money, like what's one of them damn degrees that they be getting that's a common degree. Damn, I generally know this bullshit. Uh, Communications degree.
Oh,
Yeah, it be certain degrees that they get. It's like, yeah, you got a master's, but the field that you in, the max pay is 40,000, 50,000. So you got a $200,000 debt degree that don't really equate to nothing, and then you not
woo.
trying to do nothing with your degree. You just a smart woman with a degree, and you fuck niggas that's dumber than you. So it don't even make sense. You just a smart, slow motherfucker.
It says here, um, I'm I'm consulting the universal overmind, uh, known to you guys as the internet.
Google.
Uh,
That's their white daddy.
you're right. It says black or African American women, similar to Hispanic women, earn a higher share of bachelor's degrees in psychology and social sciences than in any other broad S&E field.
Yeah, I don't think they'd become a psychologist though. This,
Why?
look at the stats for female psychologists.
So what? How many female psychologists
Yeah.
there are?
So I believe that they're getting these degrees, but it's like the application of the information once they have the degree.
Yeah, you gotta. You seem to have an issue with women. I've been telling you that for years. You seem to have an issue with women. I think you just choose. I've seen you choose. You choose poorly when it comes to women.
I
I've
say the same thing
witnessed it.
about if we was talking about men, I would say the same thing that they do. Like, so it's not specifically
Um,
having an issue. It's just a pointing out people doing things, but it had having an actual spectrum and results. So niggas out here getting money, but it's not resulting in them creating any wealth. So
that's
women
true.
out here getting money and getting degrees, but it's not equating in actual any results like a productive family or productive house. They're not even productive. They still out here dealing and interacting with people who have lesser. And if you're smarter than that, how smart are you if you're dealing with somebody who don't have shit, but you're expecting a higher response from them?
It's a good question. It says, I googled what percentage of psychologists are black female nationally. Four
Yeah,
percent.
that's what I'm saying. They're
Uh,
not getting
four
the they're
four
not getting the
four
justice.
percent 4% of psychologists nationally. 4% of psychologists. American Psychological Association 2018 said this in 2018. So we know that it might be now, but 2% of psychiatrists. American Psychiatric Association 2021. All right, so black females make up nationally 4% of psychologists, according to the American Psychological Association 2018. They make up 2% of psychiatrists, according to the American Psychiatric Association in 2021. They make up 22%, this won't surprise you, 22% of social workers.
And that's what they saying the women going to social work, which don't pay nothing.
Institute for Health Workforce Equity in 2020. And they make up 7% of marriage and family counselors, and 11% of professional counselors are reported to be black. And that's not necessarily female, but black, according to
It's black
this.
period.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was my point in the sense of they're getting these degrees, but it's not resulting in, you know, a better community. Because if you're a black psychologist and you understand what's going on in the black community and you got all these degrees, you would figure there would be more programs to help black people and get into it, especially when it's government funding to help people with mental health and stuff. If you're a black psychologist, it will be easy to start a business in a black community when you get government funding to just I know counseling banks out here in Atlanta like first First Missions is one, and Families First is another one where you could go get family counseling, individual counseling. You know, you can just get these different needs, and the services are free.
Mr. Make It Rain, what's happening, man? Um, it contrasting to the numbers that I just looked up, right? I looked up what percentage of psychologists are female, period. And it says the data from the APA's Center for Workforce Studies show that women make up 76% of new psychology doctorates, 74% of early career psychologists, and 53% of the psychology workforce in general. And that's not unique to psychology. So I guess comparatively across the spectrum of the psychological field, psychology, psychiatry, I guess all the behavioral sciences, that it's pretty much the same. The women make up a little more than half of those fields. And as we saw, yeah, 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 women are dominant. PhDs in the psychology and developmental developmental psychology and family psychology. Um, but both genders are equally represented among new PhDs in the field of cognitive psychology. So of the more than 50% in the fields of psychology and psychiatry um, that women make up, psychology in particular, in this instance, I'm looking at that stat, 53%, right? What the percentage of black women in those spaces, although women are more than half of the space, represent more than half of the workforce, 4% of that half are black women. So it ain't great. That's not great, you know. Um, but it's not a bad thing. But yeah, it's not. That's not great. That's not great. And and if I went into like men with degree. What up, Jay Wed? If I went into men and see like how many men there were, black men that there were in that space, it probably would be some unbelievably low fucking amount.
Yeah,
Like it might be negative. It might be a negative number.
it'd be even
You know what I
lower
mean?
based upon you know the money at the end. Like I'm pretty sure dudes want to be a psychologist, but they're like, what's how can I get there and not create a bunch of debt for myself before I get there? And am I
That's
going to change
everybody's
my mind?
situation.
And am I going to change my mind on this journey? Because a lot of people, like all the people, like Kamali just went to law school. There's like 7 people that went to law school with him and got all the way to the bar, kept failing the bar, and still ain't passed the bar yet. And it's like some of them just not going to pass the bar, and they're going to become a paralegal and never become an official lawyer. So they can do all that work, get all the way to the end, and just get tired and burnt out. The other dude, he was an NFL player. He was just doing it just because they was taking the bar. They calling him and they like, yo, where you at? He like, yo, I'm in the Bahamas. Like I really didn't got to do that. I was just doing it because I was bored. So
Right.
you know what I mean? It takes a certain level of oomph in
Okay.
you to complete that task and actually follow all the way through because it's years of school, man. That like you sacrificing your life socially, family life, all of that stuff.
Well, whether you do something with the time or not is going to pass.
Yeah,
So people not doing things because they're going to take so much time, and then that time passes and they didn't do anything, but the time still passed. That ain't sound. That's not
it's
sound at
definitely
all.
you right.
Your deepest crush, what's happening? Be witty interior. Thanks for tapping in. Mahi motherfucking Martin '07. What's good? Yeah, we was talking about where black people are in terms of the workforce as it relates to the behavioral sciences, and the reason we got into that was because we were talking about how I started talking about the Willie Lynch shit, and how I was talking to the young brother who visited this weekend with his parents about the Willie Lynch shit because he never heard of it, and which I think is very crazy. But then I mentioned something about or Ty said something about or not said something about the books about the fact that you can still obscure information from black men in particular, because I said black women are the most educated group in this country, whatever. But we got onto that and started looking at, like, Ty made a comment about the kinds of degrees that black women are largely getting not being very conducive to making money, being fruitful and so forth. So you're basically uselessly educated, or uselessly educated, right? But
Like African studies. It's like nigga,
right.
what you gonna do? You the smartest nigga about Africa.
Eh, what up, Ed? What up, Pene? Tenet Singa? What's going on? Real talk. Real talk. It's like we have to do something I mean, doing something's better than doing nothing. Too many of us are doing nothing.
Yeah.
Way, way too many of us. And we are being reduced to a point where it's almost back to a condition like when when the people whose people were enslaved here, because not all of us were enslaved here, but the people whose people were enslaved here, it's like they're being reduced back to that condition. Remember, they were not allowed to read. Well, now motherfuckers can't read. Like a great many cannot read,
No, I know.
you know, and and there's a great many that can read but will not read. Will not. I'll never forget. I was in Baltimore. This was about 2002. I was over on the east side. I was over there by Mumford and Biddle, over there where Snoop is from, and this old block of mine. So I'm going back to all the blocks where I used to do my thing and sell drugs, and now I got this magazine. I'm trying to, change the narrative. So I take out some magazines, and they see the van all wrapped up, so they don't see stuff like that in the hood, So they were very curious, especially with the images that were on the covers on the side of the van, the kind of shit we had on the side of the van. So they like, yo, what is this? Right? They see guns, they see drugs, they see violence. They're like, what's this? Right? This interests me because this is all I know, because this is all I see, and this is what's been glamorized in my music and my culture and in my neighborhood. So it's got their attention, which is why I designed it that way. So I pull out a mag and I show it to the kid. He's like, what is this? It's a magazine. And I go to hand the magazine. He looked at me like I was trying to give him a fake $20 bill. Like I was trying to get him, He's like, I don't read. Like, you try to catch me. I don't read, nigga. Just like that. I don't read. I looked at that nigga. I said, come here, man. Don't you never tell nobody that shit again. Don't you fucking smile or tell no motherfucker you don't read. What's wrong with you? And they looked at me like, what the fuck just
Oh,
happened?
people do that now on the
I was
internet.
yo,
You'll reply to something they say. They be like, I ain't reading all that. You like, oh, you'll say something, and then the response, if it's too much for you to comprehend, you'll just shut down and say, you'll just admit, I'm not going to read what you said that answers the question that I don't know. You be like, you fucking stupid, and you blissfully
yeah.
stupid. You telling people that I don't want to know the answers. I'm good not knowing and being fucking dumb. And most people are good like that. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, and it's it's destroying whatever chance we have as a collective to advance as a collective, because
Yeah.
you can't connect and build with people who do not have literacy or comprehension. That all the things that have become popular in our culture, that have been promoted and propagated to our young people, they're specifically designed to create that ultimate outcome. You know, they it's already been understood for a long time that keeping them ignorant and unable to read and misinformed is the best way to subjugate and control a people and destroy a people. So everything that they've been about has been about that, and doing it in such a way as to be able to profit from it. So keeping people poor, ignorant, backward, and turned in on themselves, while making a profit, is the one of the best business models since slavery, since free labor. There's really nothing better than free labor. Obviously, it's all profit,
Yeah.
right? Um, uh, Jonesy 62, what's happening? Throwback 513, thanks for tapping in. We popping, son. Um, uh, Di Soriano, 24, what's happening? Will the God one, what's good? Thanks for tapping in. Like somebody, Penne said, what up, Big Nose Poppy? Somebody at Trey asked something about, how do you feel about men joining the military, preferably the Air Force, since they increased the age 42? Who prefers the Air Force? Why did you say preferably? Who prefers the Air Force? Or are you saying specifically the Air
Yeah.
Force? How do I feel about men joining the military, specifically the Air Force. I mean, it's all the same to me. And there was no point in my life at any time that I ever considered that I would be joining anybody's fucking military. No way, no how. It never crossed my mind.
I
And
had
it
an
certainly didn't have.
option.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed the option. He said if I
Oh,
want to go to the military, I got to beat him first. Like
yep,
the final master on a video game, you got to
yep,
beat his ass, and then I could go fight for the.
yep.
I was like, nah, I'm good.
No, never, never. I said they ain't gonna get mine. They're not gonna get mine. Fuck out of here. You can pull that shit on them dirt poor backward country boys, from all over Idaho and Missouri and Dust Bowl, Texas, and all kind of shit.
Yeah, I know.
A bunch of motherfuckers who never left they one light town, all kind of shit. That's for them. That's for them. Fuck all that. You know how many motherfuckers got killed in World War II, bro? You wouldn't fucking believe it. I always look it up every time I think about it. And I look up the even though I know the deaths in the double digit millions. World War II was the largest and most violent military conflict in human history. Official casualty sources estimate battle deaths at nearly 15 million, military personnel and civilian deaths at over 38 million. 15 million military personnel and civilian deaths at over 38 million. Right? You're talking about what? 53 million people? So a few motherfuckers could get richer than they could fucking ever imagine. And that's what it's about. Like, fuck no. Absolutely fucking not. Don't no poor kid got no business fighting no rich man's motherfucking war. Period.
I understand why he said like why he even brought that up because I see a lot of friends and people that I know now. They all went into the army, and you know they kind of got a leg up in the sense that they could go back to school and it'll pay them to go back to school. They get checks from being in the army. Uh, they they get all types of loans. They give you a loan. They do all the little shit that you could have did yourself if you'd have just built your credit up and prepared yourself for life. They do all of the stuff that you could have did for yourself.
Yeah,
And
but
they definitely give you free housing. But the thing about that free housing is like you can have a girlfriend and she stay in the free housing while you in the army and she be here getting pregnant by all types of niggas and shit. So I watch niggas go to the army, like
me
women be in
too.
the army fucking everybody. Like they
Yeah.
just say it's a one big fuck off. Like it's like
Yep,
high school and college, but
that's
it's
true.
just adult.
That's true.
So you get to travel the world and fuck and be on camp and have people yell at you and tell you what to do, and you're a P1 or P then, and you can play
That's
that game
true.
if you want to, if you want the handout and have Uncle Sam be your daddy. I think it's equivalent to when women get on government assistance. You join in the army and doing a bunch of shit for them that you don't give a fuck about, and then they in turn give you the little scraps and handouts. But the fucked up part is when you get hurt. Like all the people, if people that was paying attention, that they was like, damn, if I go, they got me. But if I get hurt, look at all the niggas in the VA that's talking about they be fucking me over. My mental health is fucked up. My medication is never done. My leg need to get this.
I'm homeless.
They cutting down on my benefits, so now I can't get this. Now the medicine I need is cost too much, so they get the cheaper brand, and it's causing my dick not to work. Like all types of fucked up shit. And
It's a
you the
fact.
vet, so it's a game. You could choose to play it or choose to do some other shit.
I mean, at the end of the day, it always comes down to how much information you have. The less information you have, the less options you have. The more you know, the more you have to choose from. That is a simple premise that a great many of our people, and maybe I don't think that the stupid shit is particular to our people. I do not.
No,
I do not. Not at all. But I believe that my concern is our people. That's what I believe. I believe that when I think about the condition of people, I think about the people who look like me. Not that I don't have regard for all people, but I have a special regard for my people. And our people, have an affinity for bullshit and avoiding, what needs to be done, and being persistent and being consistent. Like, of course, there are some of us who are, in fact, but there's a culture within us that is definitely counter to all of that. It's a huge culture, and it's directed towards young people, which is basically the foundation of our collective. Young people are the foundation. They're the foundation, and a lot of what is directed towards them is a bunch of bullshit, bunch of mindless shit, a bunch of dumb shit. Don't read, like that's cool. It's cool not to read. Don't let nobody mistake you for being smart, because somehow that's not good. Like, how they do that? How they turn everything around, and make everything reverse. Like, all good things are bad things to us. Being smart is not a good thing. Being stupid is a good thing. You know, being civilized is not a good thing. Being uncivilized is a good thing. You know, savage. Like, savage. That's a fucking insult. But I said the same thing when they started throwing around thug. When I was growing up, being called a thug, that was an insult. A thug. Call me a thug, I'm gonna knock the shit out you. How thuggish of me, but I'm gonna knock the shit out you, because I know you mean to demean me. It's nothing. There's nothing uplifting or respectful or regarding or valuing about being called a thug or savage. But if you don't know what words actually mean, then a motherfucker can tell you anything. You know, I'll be like, oh yeah, dick sucker mean you're a good friend. And these be running out talking about they dick suckers, because they have
I
no
mean,
fucking idea what it actually means.
these niggas call each other bae and love and all types of gay shit. So they might as
What?
well say dick sucker. Niggas
Like,
say I got the joint with the dick on it. It's like, bro, y'all niggas gay.
how
Put the
about
dick out
and
on
be
there.
more and be more? They on the dummy shit. It's like, that's my dummy. What's up, my dummy? That's my dummy. What's up, dummy? Hey, what you doing, dummy? Where you going, dummy? Like, now something wrong with that, but I mean, be more is kind of a worst case scenario uh for black people,
Yeah.
and Nick can't tell me nothing about it, because B-More is a second home to me. I know B-More very fucking well. I'm as much from fucking B-More as I am from fucking New York. Okay? And I'm telling you, B-More is black man's hell. And if you don't think so, you're either stupid or you ain't never been to Baltimore. They got a lot of fucked up shit that is cultural, and it's like really representative of the worst case fucking scenario. For real, for real. Um, that was the first place I ever heard guys refer to each other, like talk to each other, be talking about calling each other bitch. I'll never forget that shit. The first time I heard that shit, it was like summer '89. I'm walking down the motherfucking street, walking down Edmondson, and I heard, two dudes. They was walking behind me, and they talking to each other, and they bantering back and forth. And nigga said, "Oh, fuck you, bitch." And I looked, I turned around, I said, "Yeah, it's about to go down. It's about to go down." And then I just heard the other guy go, "Fuck you, bitch." Oh, bitch, fuck that. I was like, they just was bitch each other down. I had culture shock. I was like, oh, I don't understand. How are they doing that? How are they calling each other? How are they calling each other bitch?
Yeah.
Like, that's weird. It's fucking strange and shit. But it was their culture. It's their culture, which was very different than my culture, coming from New York. And I've watched, I've watched the culture of hip hop, the genre of hip hop. I've watched it take those things from those little pockets and those little communities from different places and bring it to the mainstream and proliferate it into the mainstream, like, like a cool fucking thing, like they, they weaponized that fucking industry. They weaponized that genre against
Yeah.
us. You know, and made everything that was negative or derogatory or that you wouldn't want to have put upon you or associated with you. They made it the shit that you do or the shit that you say or the way you act. You know.
It, the public public pub, publicization of some of the shit, like, we have certain words, like when we used to everybody bling bling, oh, you got that bling on. Then when they started saying it on, lifestyles of the rich and famous, rich, he's got bling bling. Then
Yep.
that's when it becomes corny and it
Yep.
becomes like, oh, we can't fuck around with that. So they popularize words to the point where it just dies out and it loses its effect and its appeal. Is why kind of lingo keeps changing and keeps moving forward, and things that used to mean something don't mean that shit no more.
Jay Webb asked about the word nigga. What about the Yoafro? Welcome, Yoafro. I don't think I've seen you before. Soul Train 052. Welcome.
How
Jay
everybody
Wed said, what about the word nigga? What about the word nigga, Jay?
how,
What about that?
how everybody say it, how it's on all the rap songs, so all the white people say it. So that's why I always be bothered when niggas be like, "Yo, you let that white person rap, nigga." I'm like, bro, it's in the song. Like, I'm not gonna be the nigga police. I'll be fighting every white person, and then I would probably be mad at the nigga that's singing the song that he know white people gonna buy, and they gonna say nigga.
Yep. And they get a real kick when they be on the stage and they have the crowd singing the song. They cut the music with the crowd singing the song, and they know the crowd is like, especially in the front, because those are the most expensive tickets. So those are the ones that the white people can afford because black people aren't doing anywhere near as well. They can't afford the most expensive tickets.
Yeah,
So they've got all these white people out in front of them, and they're all singing the words, and they just love to hear them. What up, Richie P 1017? They just love to hear him say nigga. They love that shit. They said nigga. They love that shit. They loved it. I don't know. I have a tendency to use the hard R one because I want motherfuckers to feel it every time.
I
So
want them to be
I'd be
offended.
I'd be like, what's up, nigger? What's up, nigger? Like, oh, I do that shit all the time, all the fucking time. You good with it, right, nigger? Okay, nigga. Yeah. Niggas be like, damn, like, yeah, you like it though, right? You cool with it. What up, Andre? You cool with it? PPUCK, what's happening? It's all good, Richie. So we talking about the blatant ignorance of black people and how black men in particular are at the lowest end, like of all the groups. I think the only people who are, I don't know, there's nobody. If you look at life and society as a ladder, and you look at each ladder, each rung, each ladder represents a different group. The group at the bottom is black males.
Yeah,
Black males are doing the worst of all groups. I'm not talking about individuals. I'm talking about collectively. If we did a stat like a across the board, all the black males, I would say that there's probably 20% of them that are doing well, have owned property, are have family, are productive, have businesses, have education, but the other 80%, various degrees of all fucked up. And it's because of culture. It's because of the kinds of things that they use to identify and validate themselves through violence, ignorance, um, antisocial behavior, um, destructive behavior like drug abuse, like all this shit that the 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 popular culture promotes as being the definition of cool. This is the definition of cool. That's why you see so many dumb motherfuckers walking around with two styrofoam cups. And it didn't matter if they were actually drinking liquid heroin or not. I mean, promethazine and codeine or not. And it didn't matter if they were dope fiends, actual dope fiends or not. Because if you're on that, you're a dope fiend. Be clear on that. If you're on that, you're a dope fiend. You ain't cool. You ain't nothing new. You just ain't sticking a needle in your arm. But you're a fucking dope fiend. You're a dope fiend. You're a dope fiend. Understand that. Dope fiend. All right? And ain't nothing cool about being no fucking dope fiend. Dope fiend. Same thing for you
Funky
motherfuckers
ass
on the
nigga.
pills. Yeah. Same thing about them niggas on them pills. You a weak nigga. You a weak nigga. A strong nigga will run right through your ass. That should make you weak as fuck. Make you
Especially if
super
you
weak.
let a bitch get you on some pills. These niggas be
Yeah.
crazy. So,
Yeah. You
yeah, the
done.
bitch gave me the
You
perks to
done.
make my dick work. Huh? So she drugged you so cause your dick don't work? Nigga, you don't get do something with your
Man,
life.
listen. If you gotta use something so you can achieve and maintain an erection,
You might
you
be
might not
gay.
like pussy.
You might be. I thought the same thing, nigga.
You might not like, because I'm 57. I'm gonna be 57 November, nigga. I ain't got no problems whatsoever, fucking ever at all, ever, no way, no how. Never have.
My
Like,
complaint
no, nigga. Ain't
be
got nothing to do with no age, my nigga.
she be
You
like
don't
when
like her or you don't like women.
she be like
Something.
when that dick gonna go down? Why your dick always hard?
There you
That's what
go.
my bitch complain about. Your
Yeah,
dick just get hard.
exactly.
Your dick's hard too much. Your dick always hard. You
Exactly.
always horny.
Exactly. Y'all niggas, you can't take a bunch of goddamn drugs, eat a bunch of garbage. My man was here on the weekend and he had a 12-ounce Pepsi. That shit had 41 grams of sugar upon it. 12 ounces. I said, bro, just think about this now. You sold drugs at some point. Imagine what is that?
Almost
That's
two
four,
ounces.
it's 14, 15 grams short of 2 ounces. So it's seven, I mean, no, 56 grams. So it's, yes, two ounces is 56 grams. So
Yeah.
it had 41 grams. So it's 15 grams short of, of 2 ounces. Imagine 2 ounces of powder in a 12 what do you call that? A 12-ounce bottle. If it was actual powder, right? If the bottle is this tall, the liquid came up to here. If it was powder, it would come up to the same place. So that means it's literally liquid sugar, and you are diabetic. I wonder,
Damn.
and you're on diabetic medication.
His dick
You're
don't
a
work.
diabetic on diabetic medication, and you're drinking 41 grams of motherfucking sugar.
His dick don't work. So he
You
need
know
to
damn well it don't.
he need to drink that soda so he can feel better about life.
The Black East.
My dick don't work. Take me outside.
OGL.
Shoot me.
Ease
Cause
up, Bumba. What you say?
my dick don't work. Take me outside. Shoot me. Fuck that.
What?
It's over.
What? Yo, what is Penne
You a
said? He,
lesbian. If your dick don't work, y'all in there bumping coochies now. Y'all bumping coochies. You can't do nothing. What you gonna try to mush it in? You can't mush no dick in no coochie. That shit hard as shit. Like you like, all right, when I feel it, it's gonna get hard. No, nigga, you cannot be. You know how frustrating that shit is. That shit is just like this. Shit, your
mush
confidence
it
go
in.
down.
If I mush it in, you can't mush it in.
You
No,
get mushed in.
you can't mush it. You have to push it. You can't mush it. That's fucked up. Penne said, he said, I'm guilty of using the honey. Laugh out
Honey,
loud, it works. What's that?
the honey, it's this raw honey that it come from bees. But it's a raw honey
Honey.
that come from
Honey comes from
bees.
bees.
It's an aphrodisiac that niggas you take the honey, your dick be hard. Your dick be hard for like 4 days.
Honey,
Yeah,
ju- it's just normal honey.
it's raw. It's called raw honey, royal honey.
I've been eating raw honey for 30 fucking years. Like that ain't got nothing to that has it's healthy. Raw honey is healthy, but raw honey is not a it's not a stimulant for your erection. Your erection is a direct result
Blood
of
flow.
circulation. Circulation. So if your arteries are clogged up 70%, 80%, 90%, like most of you motherfuckers are because you eat pigs, deers, cows, ducks, frogs, chickens, and fish, and every time you eat any fucking animal, I don't want to hear nothing about it, I don't eat pork. Don't matter. Any animal, they leave behind a deposit of cholesterol. You consume that flesh, it leaves behind a deposit of cholesterol in your arteries. So you do that over 30, 40 fucking years. Before you know it, your arteries are clogged up. When your arteries are clogged up, that means your blood is not circulating as it should be. When your circulation is not what it should be, then things don't work. You don't get your circulation. That's what your penis is full of blood. That's what's making it hard, bro. Like, so if your circulation ain't shit, your dick ain't shit. I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know what honey's gonna do. I don't know. What's something else is in that honey? What you got in the honey? Cialis. What's the other one?
The fucked up thing is your dick hard, but you can't breathe and your stamina off. You just
Yes,
hard. You just
right.
laying there with a
Rex
hard dick,
Pearson.
and she doing all the work. You just got raped, nigga.
Yeah, that motherfucker is retarded.
Niggas out
This
here,
nigga,
you
you just got raped, nigga.
got raped.
Yo, you kind
That
of
woman
did
took
though.
advantage of you.
You right. Lord have mercy, man. You know, it's so fucked up to watch so many of our brethren suffer from things that they wouldn't suffer from if they studied anything, read anything, listened to anything other than some lying ass closeted homosexual rap about how much of a virile lover and killer and tough guy he is. That's all niggas got in their fucking head. It's all they got in their heads. And they wonder why they kind of sort of don't want to be alive, kind of sort of suicidal, kind of sort of anxious, got anxiety all the fucking time because they just have no stability in life. They have no sense of I'm going to be okay, none whatsoever. And it's because you give all your time and attention to things that are not conducive to development or growth or anything at all. But if you talk to them, like niggas got all the attention in the world for bullshit. As soon as you start talking about something that actually matters, they, they can't focus for shit. I can tell you right now, the truth of the matter, most of y'all are not gonna make it. On on the trajectory you're on right now, most of you not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Some of you can't wait to get up out of here. You can't wait to get up out of here. You're trying to figure out every fucking way you can to get up out of here sooner. You're just afraid to put one in your head. You're afraid of that. But you don't want to live because, as far as you know, since there's nothing in your head, this this life is not good. When the fact of the matter is, this life is fucking great. Oh, it's easy for you to say. No, no. I only know it because I've exposed myself. You know, I've given myself access to the information, to the fact that there is an untold number of things that you could do with your fucking life if you just stop trying to identify with an amorphous group. That's a group of non-existent in actuality type motherfuckers. The type of people that a lot of young black males want to identify with, a lot of them, this group, it doesn't exist. This group of super defiant, bad, do whatever they want, take what they want, sell drugs, murder people, spin the block, bust everybody with the Draco, with the fucking, with the little thing on the back of it and all that. What's that shit
Switch
called?
with the
The
switch.
switch on it and all that. Like, these are cartoon characters, you motherfuckers. These are cartoon characters, my nigga. These aren't real fucking people. These are not lives that can be sustained in real life. Who the fuck you think they put in the penitentiary? Geniuses? They putting dumb motherfuckers who subscribe to ideas like that in there. That's what they doing. That's what they doing. Like, bruh. This shit don't make no fucking sense. And it's all because you motherfuckers don't want to read a book. You don't want to read an article. You don't have no idea what the fuck is going on in the world. None whatsoever. You have no idea what is ahead. And some of you motherfuckers got the nerve to be somebody's father. You can be somebody's father. You don't know shit. You got no business raising nobody. You ain't got no business talking to kids, period. You stupid motherfucker. Nobody should be listening to you. And you know that. You know they shouldn't be listening to you. Like, shit is ridiculous, man. It's fucking ridiculous. But they'll hear something like what I'm saying right now. Oh, man, fuck that nigga. Man, fuck you, nigga. I think I'll go take a walk on my motherfucking land. What you gonna do? Go outside and dodge dog shit on the sidewalk? Then come back and lay on your mama couch? You better listen to some motherfucking body. You better listen to somebody and stop listening to fucking rappers. And I'll tell you right now, they lying. All lying. They fucking lying, niggas. You ain't figured that out yet? Y'all been following a little blueprint here and there for the last 20 years strong. How you looking? How's anybody who look like you looking? That's why every fucking group in this fucking world looks at you and say, stupid nigga. Because you show it over and over and over again. Over and over again. You show it. It is evident. It is everywhere. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. The Asians know. The Hispanics know. The people who aren't from here, who happen to be melanated but ain't from here, they know. Everybody knows about the niggas in America. Dumb fools.
And they don't stick together.
And they do not stick together.
Easiest group to separate is the niggas.
Right. Easiest group to control, easiest group to dominate, easiest group to exploit, easiest group to misdirect, to mislead, to misinform. They'll fall for anything because they stand for nothing. You know what I mean?
People don't realize, you remember how you used to go outside to like Home Depots and stuff like that. You used to see Mexicans standing outside. Them people that standing out there, them not even Mexicans no more. Them niggas is Guatemalans, Venezuelans, Argentinians. Mexicans got jobs. Them niggas got trucks. Them niggas got landscaping businesses. Them niggas got plumbing businesses.
Right.
They don't raise the whole group's level in life. Mexican people are not down there. I remember niggas used to beat up the Mexican kids and call them broke. Y'all all live in the same house. Now them niggas own the house. The niggas own
the complex. That's right.
They got their own supermarket. They got their own library. They come into a community and they create their own community. While niggas don't create shit.
That's right. All niggas do is create problems and consume. That's it. I don't know when y'all gonna figure it the fuck out, man. But you better know that anybody who is progressive and melanated is gonna get as far the fuck away from you as possible. That's what's gonna happen. You see it all the time. You think Obama give a fuck about you? You stupid. You stupid. Don't give a fuck about you at all. Because he's not with black. He's with winning. And blacks ain't winning. He want to win. Y'all ain't winning. And y'all don't act like you want to win. Why should anybody with any brains want to fuck with you? You know? Like the Willie Lynch shit I was talking about. Motherfuckers, everybody should know that. Everybody should know it. We should all be aware of what that shit is. So we can see how it manifests in our daily realities and be able to identify the weapons that are waged against us and how those weapons are forged and how they work on us. But niggas won't even read a book. And this is the book. You niggas won't read that? You won't read that? What the fuck is wrong with you? Man, find something sharp, man, fall on it. In the way ass niggas. You're in the fucking way, man. And believe that those of us who are progressive, we're not going to tolerate you being in the way. We're not going to tolerate you being in the way. You either going to get right or get gone. I'm telling you, man. Y'all might think like the niggas in the 80s and the 90s thought. I already know what he's talking about. But where them niggas at? And where am I? Better listen to some fucking body. So check this out. I'm gonna run a little bit of this to y'all. So some of you motherfuckers might not know what this is. Okay. The following speech is purported to have been delivered by a white slave owner named Willie Lynch back in 1712. Gentlemen, I greet you on the banks of the James River in the year of our Lord 1712. First, I shall thank you, the gentlemen of the colony of Virginia, for bringing me here. I am here to help you solve your problems with slaves. Your invitation reached me on my modest plantation. He had hundreds of acres and hundreds of slaves. In the West Indies, where I have experimented with some of the newest and still the oldest methods for the control of slaves. Ancient Rome would envy us if my program is implemented. As our boat sailed south on the James River, named for our illustrious king, whose version of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that your problem is not unique. While Rome used crosses for standing humans along its old highways in great numbers, you are here using the tree and the rope. I caught a whiff of a dead slave hanging from a tree a couple of miles back. You are not only losing valuable stock by hangings, you are having uprisings and slaves are running away. In my bag here, I have a foolproof method for controlling your black slaves. I guarantee every one of you that if installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 300 years. My method is simple. Any member of your family or your overseer can use it. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and make them bigger. Use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. These methods have worked on my modest plantation in the West Indies, and it will work throughout the South. Take this simple little list of differences and think about them. On top of my list is age, but it is there only because it starts with an A. The second is color or shade. And then there is intelligence, size, sex, size of plantations, status on plantation, attitude of owners, whether the slave lives in the valley, on a hill, west, east, north, or south, have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. Now that you have the list of differences, I shall give you an outline of the action, but before that, I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust and is stronger than adulation, respect, or admiration. The black slave, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male against the young. You must use the dark-skinned slaves against the light-skinned slaves, and female against male, and the male against the female. You must also have your white servants and overseers distrust all blacks, but it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust only us. Gentlemen, these kits are your keys to control. Use them. Have your wives and children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used intensely for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually, forever, distrustful of each other. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, now the following section is part of the manifesto. The origin and development of the Negro. Part 1. Let us make a slave. What do we need? First of all, we need a black nigger man, a pregnant nigger woman, and her baby nigger boy. Second, we will use the same basic principle that we use in breaking a horse, combined with some more sustaining factors. What we do with horses is that we break them from one form of life to another. That is, we reduce them from their natural state in nature, whereas nature provides them with the natural capacity to take care of their needs and the needs of their offspring. We break that natural sting of independence from them and thereby create a dependency state so that we may be able to get from them useful production for our business and pleasure. Pay little attention to the generation of the original breaking, but concentrate on future generations. Therefore, if you break the female mother, she will break the offspring in its early years of development, and when the offspring is old enough to work, she will deliver it up to you because her normal female protective tendencies will have been lost in the original breaking process. For example, take the case of the wild stud horse, a female horse and an early infant horse offspring. Take the stud horse and break him to prevent sudden attack. Completely break the female horse until she becomes very gentle, whereas you or anybody can ride her in comfort. Breed the mare, female horse, and the stud, male horse, until you have the desired offspring. Then you can free the stud until you need him again. Train the female horse, and she will in turn train the infant horse to eat out of your hand also. When it comes to breaking the uncivilized nigger, use the same process. Part 2. The breaking process of the African woman. We have reversed the relationships. In her natural uncivilized state, she would have a strong dependence on the uncivilized nigger male, and she would have a limited protective tendency toward her independent male offspring, and would raise the female offspring to be dependent like her. Nature had provided for this type of balance. For fear of the young male's life being taken from him, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong. Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You've got the nigger woman out front and the nigger man behind and scared. This is a perfect situation for sound sleep and economics for the slave master. The end. Now, I read that out of my third book, Old Gangsters and Young Guns. So this is the ending I put on that. There's a few things I incorporated into that, but I didn't mention those. I just read straight through the Willie Lynch doctrine. So there it is. The choices we are making today and the conditions under which we make them basically come from Willie Lynch's business plan. So to all my don't give a fuck gangster thug motherfuckers, you think you got game? Well, nigger, you are game. You think you're representing when all you're really doing is replicating. I feel that these documents that I have reprinted thanks to the Black Arcade Liberation Library reveal the greater game in play. The game is perfect and it is old. It is perfect because it has us, the game pieces, playing ourselves. It is old. It is so old that many of the children of the game masters don't know that they're keeping it on the board and in perpetual play. I say that because when they were training us to believe that we were inferior, they were also training their children to believe they were superior. They were telling them lies, they were telling us lies. They are just following the teachings of their forefathers. Remember, quote, have your wives and children use them. Never miss an opportunity, end quote. It is now their nature. So in that, what you get if you pay attention is how a lot of what you see, a lot of the behaviors that you are aware of, how they came into being, what they're based on, what keeps them going, what type of thinking and idea they were based on, and how we have been made to behave, how they have been made to behave and treat us, and why it keeps going and the dynamic keeps evolving or perpetuating. It's not evolved, it's not changed, it just keeps on going and going and going and going and going. And it's because of those things, because of the premise of those things. Now, the guy who actually created, who, the old Baba, created the Willie Lynch letter. The gentleman's name He's from Durham. He was a gentleman from Durham. Dr. Kwabena Ashanti dropped the bomb as I prepared to sign the books for Bayou Cafe in downtown Durham. I'm the author of the Willie Lynch letter, he said, as I waited for a crowd to line up for me to sign my new novel. It was the biggest news of the year. I thought as I begged him to tell me the rest of the story. Ashanti, who lives in Durham, North Carolina, is the mastermind of the biggest hoax since the claim that Microsoft had purchased the Roman Catholic Church. The Willie Lynch letter is mentioned in the movie The Great Debaters. The notions of the letter became popular after Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan quoted parts of it during his speech at the Million Man March in 1995. Farrakhan later used the letter to support his claim that slave owners used the letter to control slaves. The letter purported to be a verbatim account of a speech delivered by Willie Lynch to an audience gathered on the bank of the James River in Virginia in 1712 regarding the management of slaves. Lynch, a slave owner, tells other slave masters, what I just told you, that he discovered the secret to controlling black slaves by setting them against one another. Ashanti claims that he wrote the letter in 1970 as a way to present his theory related to the current division inherent in the black community. The document was assumed to be an authentic account of slavery during the 18th century and was used by members of the Academy, ministers, and activists to draw attention to the ongoing implications of slavery. The letter advises slave owners to take advantage of the differences among the slaves, dark skin versus light skin, straight hair versus, all of that. Right. Malcolm X used the same thought process in his speech, Message to the Grassroots. Malcolm spoke about the two types of enslaved blacks, the house Negro and the field Negro. The house Negro lived in his owner's house, and dressed well and ate well. He loved his owner as much as the owner loved himself, and he identified with his owner. If the owner got sick, the house Negro would ask, "Are we sick?" If someone suggested to the house Negro that he escaped slavery, he would refuse to go, asking where could he possibly have a better life than the one he had. So Dr. Ashanti is the one who created this. Dr. Kwabena Ashanti from Durham, North Carolina. But for the longest time, people thought that it was an historical document. And as it explained, that was the reason he created it. If he had just came out and said, this is what they are doing. This is a black man telling you that I have studied our people, studied our conditions. I've watched how, I remember, I don't know how it is now, but when I was coming up, niggas was color struck. And the generation before me, they were color struck. So, like people who are now in their 60s and 70s, they were on this thing about, light skin and dark skin. And if you was dark skinned and you weren't attractive, and if you was light skinned and you automatically attractive, didn't matter how short or fat or twisted you look. If you was light skinned, and I remember one time my man brought a girl around. She was, she light skinned, she got long hair. Man, he came rolling that bitch up the block. I was saying, nigga, if you don't get that bowling ball out this mother, what the fuck? Nigga? But she light skinned, long hair. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? She looked like Jabba the Hutt. What are you talking about? What's wrong with you? But she light skinned with long hair. It's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with your brain? So he looked at things like that, like it's all this illogical fucking behavior based upon these bullshit differences. Look at, I want to have a baby with him. He got that nice hair. What?
Yeah.
He's a low-life scumbag piece of shit, no good, non-reading, non-washing ass nigga. But you want to have a child, you want to procreate with this motherfucker because he has a certain grade of hair? Why are you so fucking stupid? Why? Who made you this stupid? And so he wanted to create something, obviously, that put these things into a context that would make people take them more seriously and look at them more structurally. If they knew it came from a black man, then they would just offhandedly dismiss it because of the conditions that we're subjected to. We would automatically dismiss it. Of course, whitey'd be like, no, we ain't do nothing like that. Nothing like that. We didn't do anything like that at all. No, that doesn't exist. But black people be like, that nigga just saying anything. But when they thought it actually came out of Mr. Charlie's mouth himself, then it was something like, oh shit, oh wow, look at this, look what we discovered. This is what they've been up to. This is what they've done to us. And then he came out and said, yeah, no, that was me, but I'm telling you, that's what they've done to us. This is what that their whole system is based on. This is why we are the way we are, because this systematic fucking destruction, undermining and turning us in on ourselves that they've been doing, you know? And it's undeniable, bro. It's undeniable. I remember one time my cousin Stanley's mother told him he better not bring no girl in there darker than him, darker than her. And what did he do? He had children by two girls. Both of them are pale as pieces of motherfucking loose leaf paper, bro. I mean, damn near the color of your shirt, son. Like, they black girls, but they are so fucking devoid, like they gotta wear sunscreen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what does that do? What does that tell you? If I'm telling you as my child, you better not bring no person in here your color, what does that tell you about you?
You don't that you don't love your color, that you don't love yourself, that
That
you
you
don't
ain't
care
shit.
about
Yeah,
what
you ain't
you
shit.
are.
You ain't shit. You're undesirable. You're undesirable. We have to try to correct you, you know. So let's see if we can procreate with some, you know, some fairer skinned people, so that we can get this stuff off of us. This mystical galactic fucking chemical that makes us the fucking gods that we are, the creators of all that we are. Stupid. Y'all let them niggas sell y'all a bunch of bullshit. That's why you think it's cool not to fucking read. That's why you don't know who you are and what you can do and what you're supposed to be fucking doing. That's why you don't know, because they hid it from you in one of these these nefarious fucking devices. These dangerous things. They're so dangerous. You'd rather stick a gun in your fucking belt and blow your dick off than accidentally stumble into a fucking book. Fuck you niggas. Word. Word. If you on that type of shit, fuck you in the way ass nigga. You in the way. But we are going to get rid of you one way or the other. We're either going to correct you or we're going to correct you. You are not going to stop us. You are not going to prevent us from moving forward. And you're damn sure not going to keep us on the trajectory where in 2053 we will have a zero median household income. And we're already seeing the impacts of that shit. Like I said, that's why so many shithead fucking kids are getting there. How do you fucking get 30, 40 kids together to go and run up in the goddamn store to grab purses and pocketbooks, complete with the rack that they're on? First of all, stupidest motherfuckers ever. You run out the store with the rack, the whole rack, dragging the rack of the purses that you just stole out of Nordstrom's. You the dumbest bunch of motherfuckers I've ever seen. You the worst fucking criminals I've ever fucking seen. You're the most incompetent motherfuckers that I've ever seen. Don't nobody want you, man. Don't nobody want a dumb motherfucker around them, man. Nobody. No, nobody. By the time you motherfuckers reach 30, and I don't really see a lot of you reaching 30, not free. By the prison might save maybe some of you, but most of you niggas gonna die in the dark. But by the time you reach motherfucking 30, my niggas, you you might as well check out. On the trajectory y'all on, you might as well check out. Life ain't gonna be shit. 2053. How old is my youngest grandson, Ty?
5, he'll be 6 next month.
Okay. That's right. Your mom said she's coming down for the birthday party. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2053. That's 29 years from now. He'll be 34. He'll be a few years younger than you are right now.
That's crazy.
He'll be a few years younger than you are right now. And when he's, say, 2040, he'll be 21, right? Or, Yeah, 21, 22, right? You can imagine that if 2053, there'll be an average median household income of 0 for black people. You imagine about 2040, 13 years before that, it's going to be terrible. 2040 is going to be terrible for black people at the current rate of trajectory. Like with the way everything going, leading towards that outcome, by 2040, forget about it, my nigga. He'll be 22 years old, and that's what will be happening. I mean, I don't want him to be anywhere near that, anywhere near where the impact of that will be being felt and seen. See, a lot of motherfuckers ain't really seen abject poverty. They just been, I can't afford, a pair of Jordans broke. They ain't never seen abject poverty though. That's abject poverty. That's, you know, flies in the eyes, distended belly poverty. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a whole other fucking world, man. Whole other world. Niggas ain't, you're not gonna have your phones. You're not gonna have none of that. Those things cost money. They have a bill attached to them. If you're one of those households that is projected not to have any income whatsoever, you won't have any of that. You won't have a cell phone or a home or any of that other shit. Do you not see what the fuck is going on? You don't see what's happening across. If you read some fucking articles, you watch something that was worthy of fucking your attention, and you would know. This whole world is changing. You don't know what the fuck is going on in Congress, nothing. You don't know what's happening around. You don't know the kind of laws are being legislated right now, how much of your liberties are being legislated away right fucking now. Y'all are so preoccupied with stupid shit that you have no idea how much is being taken from you. None whatsoever. But you think you can just keep on scrolling and keep on doing nothing and keep on smoking and drinking and trying to fuck on honey and blue pills and whatever the fuck else you think you're taking to keep you hard so you can, or whatever the fuck you got going on. But you're going to look up one day and you're going to be in a living hell. Absolute fucking hell. I'm telling you. It's going to be a hell. And your ass going to be kept right where you are. You will not be allowed to go anywhere near those of us who are productive and progressive are. You won't be allowed to leave where you are. Because we'll know that you ain't bringing nothing but Pooh Shiesty masks and by the way, didn't Pooh Shiesty go to jail?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't he a big fucking loser?
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck would be emulating this motherfucker? What kind of a monkey brain you gotta have to be looking up to a shit for brains like that? This nigga got a fucking full rap career going on, and he pulling up in Lamborghinis and all type of shit, trying to stick a nigga up for some fucking weed. Like, are you out your fucking mind following this monkey? Who's failing you niggas, man? Like, it don't make no fucking sense. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I do know. It ain't good. Shit's not good. It's not good. Not good, bro. A lot of work got to be done because, uh, again, little Vincent gonna be 34. Tata will be how old is Tata now? 15.
Yep.
So 29 years, he'll be 40, 44 years old. 44 fucking years old. He'll have most likely have children of his own. Like, what are his options? What what type of female counterpart is he gonna have to choose from? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what y'all are paying attention to. My people, black males in particular, and not just young ones either. Don't think I don't talk to a lot of motherfuckers that's in their 50s, 40s that are just as fucking clueless and stupid and stuck and ignorant as y'all are. But that shit's a fucking choice. Just like you can sit around and watch a television show for 2 fucking hours, you can read a motherfucking book or watch a documentary that's teaching you something that's relevant to life and improving life for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. But if you don't start doing something to contribute to your broadening and your development and your improvement and your information and your knowledge, you're fucking done. You might as well go play in traffic on the fucking highway, my nigga. You might as well. Go play Frogger. You're done. You're fucking done. Now, some of y'all weak like that. Y'all say, oh, well, cool. I'm at this party until I die. Okay. Well, just keep it to yourself. Don't go dumb and decide you want to go shoot some shit up or something like that. You get the urge to shoot something, shoot yourself. Right? Spare the rest of us the grief. Shoot yourself. Just you. Don't hurt nobody else. Just go ahead and do you. Get the fuck out the way. But if you think I'm fucking kidding, you think what I'm talking about ain't about nothing, okay. All right. Tell you like I told them niggas 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Time will tell it, motherfucker. We're going to see. We're going to see. Whoever you are at on the other end of this and can hear my voice, you think you know somebody that knows me? Ask them about me. Ask them if I was saying this type of shit in the 80s and in the 90s. Ask them. See what they say. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. Because of the things that I just read, because of the conditions that Dr. Kwabene, Dr. Ashanti, Kwabena Ashanti put into that piece, we are fucked up. Ain't no two ways about that. But you know, I was fucked up. I was more fucked up than a lot of people. For real, for real. I was fucked up than a lot. Like I was fucked up in a different kind of way. Like I've never been stupid, but I was destructive. And I was ignorant to my destruction. And I educated myself out of it. Reading saved my life. Period. Period. That's all. Reading saved my life. Information, learning saved my life. So I say that to say, if you fucked up, it's because you want to be fucked up. The fact that anything that I've read, almost anything I've read, you can look up somewhere. But during the time I was doing, there was no internet. It was a hell of a lot more daunting, more burdensome to acquire that information. You remember how many books I used to roll around with, Mo?
Yep. Books and sticky pads.
Everywhere. What was on the sticky pads? On the sticky papers?
The words, then you would define the words, and then you would look up phrases, and you would define things so that you just didn't know and didn't understand. So you had that, and you had a dictionary and a thesaurus.
And took them everywhere I went. They were with me everywhere. So I read all the fucking time. We up and down the highway in the Don Diva van, in and out of blocks with her. I got the motherfucking shit. With them little niggas are driving, him and his brother are driving. You know, he's 14, 15 years old. He can drive for 30 hours. He'd be like, you tired? He'd be like, no. Like, all right, nigga. Drive your brains out, motherfucker. But y'all don't have to go through that. Y'all can just what is so such and the shit just tell you. There's no reason for y'all, no excuse for y'all to be as fucking ignorant as you are, bro. And your ignorance is what's killing you. You're dying because of ignorance. You're dying because you don't know. That's the truth. You're dying because you don't fucking know. And you know, you're out there fucking. And you're procreating. procreating. You're making children. You don't know a fucking thing, and you're making children. But what are you going to put in those children? What kind of children are they going to be? What good are they going to be to society? What will they do in society? How will they behave? How many lives are they going to destroy because they're ignorant savages? When you 25 and your kid is 10 or 8, talking about he a savage, you gonna be proud of that? I got a little savage. If you are, I'd like to smash you in the fucking head with a shovel and then bury you because you're a useless motherfucker and you're dangerous. And if I feel that way, how do you think everybody who ain't us feels? Why do you think they don't care when they hear that a motherfucker was put in prison forever for some shit he didn't even do? Why do you think they don't care? Even black people don't care. Why? Because of the shit that man wrote. Like, y'all don't get it, but you're gonna get it. You're gonna fucking get it. And believe me, they got a place for you. You don't know how to act? They got a place for you. You don't want to comport? You don't want to join society, contribute something? Got a place for you. Slavery never ended, jackass. Never, never ended. Called the 13th Amendment. Never ended. Get convicted of a crime. You are a slave. Look that up. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. You get convicted of a crime, you are a slave. You get convicted of a crime and you get incarcerated, you are a slave. You do not have the rights of a free citizen.
And they make you pay to be in jail.
And they make you fucking pay. Dumbass.
Nigga get out of jail and have a bill from jail. Now you got to commit crimes because you got to pay your bill for restitution, but you can't get a job because you was in jail and you got this record. It's
That's
like
right.
it's a cycle to get your ass to come
Right.
right back, nigga.
Right. And on top of that, you've never read anything, even while you was in prison. You didn't pick up any skill sets. You didn't learn any information to help you develop any ideas so that you could come home and create your own fucking business so that you can employ yourself. So, you know how many motherfuckers I saw that were like, and I'm not, I never had a job, but I was not stupid, nor was I lazy. And when I stopped selling drugs, I created a job for myself. Now, if you don't have the inclination to do that, then what? I mean, I won't work. Fuck Whitey. I'm not gonna worry about this and the other. Okay, go to jail, trying to be a fucking criminal, and you don't understand that you need to be intelligent to do that too. I don't know why people think you could be stupid to be a criminal. I mean, you could be stupid to be a criminal, but you're not going to be successful. Is one, you're going to fail, and either going to get your brains blown the fuck out your head, or you're going to prison. And then you go to prison for 10, 15 years, and you come home, and after working for $15 a week, and then being charged, for the time you were in prison. Now you coming home and now you're working for Whitey like a motherfucker for nothing. For I don't know, what is it, whatever it is, $10 an hour or something like that. And you could have done that out the gate. You could have just went out and did that when you were 17, 18, 19 years old, and you know, got yourself some books and work and learn some stuff and make yourself some money, and eventually say, okay, I worked for Whitey doing this. I figured out how to do it. I'm gonna create my own company. Create your own fucking company. But no, you niggas, nah, I ain't gotta do that. I'm gonna get this money in the street. I'm gonna get it out the mud, like somebody said. Trey Oxton said, get it out the mud." One of the most toxic terms I've ever heard. Almost like our people have to climb out of quicksand. You're gonna get out the mud, okay? You don't know shit about mud, shithead. You know nothing about mud. You know nothing about the consistency of mud. You know the viscosity of mud. How sticky mud can be. How difficult it can be to get something out of the fucking mud. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm going to get it out the mud. How? You don't know shit. Um, so you fuck around. You end up going to prison trying to get it out the fucking mud. Now you in the mud, and then when you finally get out the mud, you covered in fucking mud still. It's like, nigga, when are y'all gonna learn? Like, how many people you got to see go through this fucking cycle before you be like, yeah, okay, that ain't what it is. Like, what's wrong? Willie Lynch, that's what's wrong. That's what's fucking wrong. Willie Lynch shit. That's what's wrong. Ah, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know, son. Some serious shit has to happen. Seriously, some serious shit has to happen. Otherwise, you know, the threat that people in these conditions pose most immediately is to other melanated people. So, like the people who are most threatened by ignorant, self-destructive, non-productive, you know, little niggas in the hood are the decent, working class, hardworking people who are unfortunate enough to have to live in the hood. So the first people who are going to suffer from these motherfuckers are the people who live closest to them.
That's part of the Willie Lynch shit. Like them niggas not going to the rich white neighborhoods and robbing
Nope.
the white people. They rob the niggas that look and act and talk and walk just like their ass.
Right next to them.
White people who moved to the neighborhood, they not breaking into white people's house. Shit crazy.
And we and my wife were talking about that earlier. Why won't they?
Cause it's the programming. It's the they not gonna walk up to a nigga and be like, yo, what's that you banging? Where you from? Where your grandmother from? Cause they know you not into the same program that they are. They know black people buy into these same ideals and programming and look at the same media. So if I say my part of the script of the ignorant nigga, then you know the response of the scared nigga or you a tough nigga, so you gonna say your part. But if you don't know it, it's just like, hey, what's that you claiming? You're like, excuse me, I'm head of household. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm an independent. I claim I filed joint with my wife. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas gonna face some bullshit because they don't buy into the shit that you saying. You would just be an idiot saying something. You might as well speak Spanish to them.
Or Tourette's. Fuck out of
Yeah.
here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Like, oh my
But
God,
I
that's crazy.
I think a lot of it has to do with their understanding that if I do something to a white person, they're gonna come and get me. If I
Yeah.
do something to a black person, nobody
Yeah.
cares. So they're they're playing the odds. Like I'm less likely to get in any real trouble. You know, black motherfuckers. My cousin got killed. Nobody will find out who killed him. My brother got killed. Nobody will find out who killed him. So I get it. If I kill somebody black, nobody's gonna care. If I kill somebody white, they're gonna come and get me. I think that's one of the first things that you know young black people in the hood learn, that their lives aren't worth much of anything, and that the system won't really penalize them. So if they believe that they can get some kind of a prop or value or power from taking somebody's life, then they'll say, okay, I'll play it safe and just take another black person's
School
life.
teach them that when they get into it with a black kid and they just like, hey man, y'all stop. But a little white kid and them get into it, they bring your parent in. Your parent got to come in and you got to talk to them and they got to tell you to stop. But when the black kids is beating up each other, they don't give a fuck.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. There's a lot of bad messages, and unfortunately, there's not enough uh, understanding. There's too much ignorance for the parents to talk to their children and explain to them what exactly is happening. Like,
Yeah.
like this is what's going on. They can't explain it to them. They can't explain it to them because they are unable to articulate it. They lack the vocabulary sufficient to express their ideas. All they can say is, "I'm saying, I'm saying, you got to be cool. Like you can't be fucking up. You fucking up in school. You got. I want the people calling me. I want the people calling me. I got to leave work and get off the forklift and come over there. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I only got enough gas to get to work and back home. You got to be going all the way to your school. Like, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, tell the kid something of fucking use. Like, this is a teaching opportunity, but they're fucking unable to communicate. Like,
Yeah.
it don't make no
They're
fucking
saying
sense,
they're
man.
adult frustrations that have nothing to do with the child's actual development or his processing in the world. I got bills to pay. You fucking up my bills. They
Right,
like, oh shit, I'm fucking up my bills.
right,
No correlation to I need to not do this because I'm not being a good person, or this is not, this is not who I'm raising you to be. This is not the child that I'm raising you to be. So I'm not even going to address that because I'm not raising you. I'm just housing you until you house someplace else.
yeah, exactly, yeah, and it, it's it's getting obviously with each generation it's getting worse. I don't know if you saw uh this post that I saw today. It's a little girl who looks to be about, this is New York, little girl looks to be about 9.
Mm,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
And the
and she
mother was standing there, the cops was around her, and she's standing there like this. And the little girl's like, I swear, if if y'all arrest my mother, it's gonna be an effing problem out here. I swear. This is a 9-year-old kid. I'm telling you, if y'all and yelling like she is a 6 foot, 250 pound black man. And, y'all better put your hands on my mother. My mother ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't shit still shit. Nah, this is the book. I'm like, yo, what? And the mother ain't saying nothing. The mother ain't saying, hey, let me talk to these people. Calm yourself down. Sit down. Close your mouth and let me talk to these people. No, she's standing there and she is doing all the talking. And she's standing, the woman's sitting there going, um, I didn't take anything. I didn't. I'm like, my fucking God, bro. My God, bro. What the fuck is this? I swear, y'all put some handcuffs on my mother. I'm telling you, it's on. I'm like, what? First of all, who the fuck are you imitating, child?
her mother.
Who are you imitating?
She
And
imitated
if,
her
and if you
mother.
imitating your mother, where the fuck is all that action at, mom?
She's scared because the police there. Her mother know where she can get away with that shit at. So she probably act like that with the men and the people that she interact with. But now it's a real authority, so to speak, around. It's like, oh, she's quiet as a mouse.
Like a motherfucker, quiet as shit. They might. I mean, you're not concerned of how they might respond to your child behaving as belligerently as she is. You're not concerned about what they might do to her. You ain't saying nothing to her. She's 7 feet away from you. You ain't saying shit to her. Nothing. And meanwhile, the little girl, after a while, says, "My mother didn't take no glasses. You see, she ain't got no braids. You see, she ain't got on no white shirt. I don't know why y'all still talking to her." And then she goes, "She ain't do it. My aunt did it. I know what happened, Ma. My aunt took the glasses." Oh, so now you tell it. Now you fucking tell it. You was a gangster like 30 seconds ago. Now you tell it. Like, what type of fucking trauma, man? If that child does not get some fucking counseling, she is going to be somebody's fucking mother. And the last thing I would want is for one of my grandchildren to end up with any of her fucking children. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my fucking kids, I don't want nobody in my line to be coming into contact with nobody in her fucking line on her current trajectory. I don't want none of my grandchildren meeting up with her and getting involved with her and having no fucking kids with her at all. At fucking all. That's why I moved y'all away. That's why I took y'all out of that environment. Because I didn't want you exposed to these motherfuckers. That's why I risked my fucking life to provide the life that I provided for you and made sure I stayed alive, healthy, and motherfucking free. So I could be there to build and put into your mind what needs to be put into your fucking mind. I wasn't interested in raising no niggas at all. None. Man, boy. That's one thing. The burden of knowing better is a motherfucker. Motherfuckers be like, it's whatever because they don't have nothing in their fucking head. They don't know up from down, in from out. But when you know, it's a motherfucker, my nigga. It's a motherfucker. It's the type of shit used to make me grab motherfuckers by the throat, which I did frequently. Come here, you stupid motherfucker. Come here, you stupid motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking. You have nothing to contribute of any use to anybody. Shut the fuck up. But there's no more of that. There's no more of that. If you do that, the very least you're a hater. Worse, they're going to tell on you. He insulted me. Like, this shit is crazy. It makes you want to withdraw, bro. It just makes you want to fucking withdraw. But I'm here for those who want better. Only those who want better. I'm here to reach towards those who are reaching towards me. I ain't trying to save a motherfucker. I'm fortunate that I hadn't lost my life, my freedom, my mind in all the years that I wasted trying to save motherfuckers. I'll never make that fucking mistake again. If you ain't on what I'm on, if you ain't here after what I'm here after, you'll be here after I'm gone, motherfucker. Fuck that. Fuck with those who moving like you moving. Period. Don't try to convince a motherfucker of nothing. Don't waste your fucking time. Some motherfuckers want to be niggas to death. For whatever reason. They think it's cool. They think it's easier. Whatever. Stay the fuck away from me and mine. All mine. All down the line. All across the board. I got no use for you. I already know what comes of motherfuckers like you. Nigger. Outer space. GT. Yeah, we almost did 2 hours, bro. I had to make up for Thursday. But read some shit, y'all. Read some shit. Learn some shit. Watch some shit. Tap in with me. Mind Plug Academy. Um, I know how to show you how to get some money. I know how to show you how to get your mind right. And no, it isn't free, but I do know that niggas is broke. So I price it right. You might have to choose between me and that bag, that weed. You know what I mean? You might not be able to smoke as much weed as you usually do, or drink as much Douce or whatever the fuck it is, y'all. Whatever's trending now, because that's all your niggas do, just follow whatever's trending. Everything y'all do is about what's trending. You don't know shit about cognac. You don't know shit about nothing. You don't know shit about nothing, but you want to buy every fucking thing. Don't know nothing about nothing. You don't know why you paying what you paying. You know shit about shit. MFKP33, welcome. Mr. Fink, Mr. Frink, welcome.
I'm talking with somebody. They want to be a liquor sponsor. They got you a bottle. It's a black-owned company called Quiet Storm Vodka. This is their bottle, Quiet Storm Vodka.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I mean? It's a bottle. I got it for you so you can test it out.
Oh, that's what's up. I appreciate that.
Bring them
What's the name
on as a
of the company?
Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm
Quiet
Vodka.
Storm, and it's black-owned.
Black-owned.
You know I fuck with that. Where they out of?
I think they out of Florida.
Oh,
I think they out of Miami. That's their little thing right there.
oh, I see it. see a little Florida there on the key on the motherfucking what you call it on the barcode. That's what's up. That's dope. I love black entrepreneurship. I love that shit. I love that. You know, I love that shit. I'm all for that. So definitely shout out to Quiet Storm, the Black Vodka Company. Congratulations. Welcome to the world. You know what I mean? Fuck that, man. Get your own. You know how much? Let me see. Let me see. Right before we go. Let me see what are niggas doing now? All right. How much did black people, when I put in how much is black people, um, my computer be populated all kinds of shit. Because I'm always looking at how much of black people, how much stupid shit did black people do? How much did black people spend in 2023? Uh, how much does a black America spend a year? It says on average, the average black household annual expenditures comes up at $36,149. So we already know the average median household income for black people is $52,800 a year. An average household expenditures is 36,000. What the fuck?
I mean, that's more than half of what you
Yeah,
make.
how the fuck? How the fuck? How the fuck you doing that, black people? Like, what the fuck? So, we have 1.8 trillion that's expected, that's projected to be spent by us this year in 2024. $1.8 trillion in 2024. Black people,
And none of it go to our community.
none of it. This is us just giving our money to Balenciaga and Louis Vuitton and Gucci and all those white liquor companies and Nike and what else we like to spend our money on?
Jordans,
Jewelry,
Apple,
Apple.
Apple, everything.
Yes, yes, yes. Apple Watch, Apple phone, Apple computer. Yeah, yeah. Oh, uh, on on
Oh yeah, that's
beauty products. How much would you?
even in COVID, women was spending. They spent like $1 billion in beauty supply stuff when the world was not doing nothing.
Right,
Women still
they
had.
weren't going to work. They wasn't going to clubs. They were except in Atlanta. You know that shit. Atlanta in '08 when they had the housing market collapse and everybody was fucked up and we was in the motherfucking club. Niggas was buying 50 bottles at a time, 100 bottles at a time.
Bottle wars, nigga.
Yep, yep. I took motherfuckers out from up top and they was like everywhere in the fucking country is shut down. Atlanta partying like a motherfucker. I said, see, these are especially stupid niggas here. You know, they're especially stupid. They don't know what the fuck is going on in the world. You know what I mean? House of Supian said vaping. What about vaping, House? The cast was just celebrating Memorial Day,
Niggas love
and I bet they
vaping.
don't know what the oranges of that day is. They damn sure don't. They damn sure don't. They damn sure don't. That's why I told you at the beginning of this live, I was like, I don't celebrate nothing Mr. Charlie got going on. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. I don't give a fuck what it
None of
is.
his
Nothing.
cash
Yeah,
grabs.
none of his cash grabs. None of his pocket picking plays. That's all that fucking is. Uh, pop, property is power. The black dollar. The power of the black dollar. Black Americans. So in beauty supplies, black consumers spent 8 billion on beauty and cosmetics. During the latest 52 weeks, black consumers spent 8 billion on beauty, and black cosmetics.
Hell yeah. Weave alone, boy. Them women to spend 2,500 on a weave, 1,500 on a weave, 600 on some braids.
But we don't have any political power, and we don't have any economic power. But we spend money like that. And everybody is aware of it. How could any group of people not look at our group and be like, those are the dumbest motherfuckers that's walking the planet? How could anybody respect a collective that behaves this way? How? Why? Why would anybody respect that? Why? Why would they respect it? For what? To be nice? It's clear. Niggas are dumb. That's clear. That's fucking clear. And if you're not one of the dumb niggas, bravo for you. But know that the majority of the ones around you, they them dumb niggas. They them dumb niggas. Your cousins, your brother, aunts and uncles. You might not be, but they are. Somebody is. Somebody is. Now you got whole families that are on some shit. But every other family that know them, or the family members outside their house, try to their best to disparage and discourage them. Oh, they think they better than everybody because they got a few houses and properties and businesses and stuff like that, and they all went to college and got degrees and doing well. They think they better than everybody. They are better than you, motherfucker. Yes, they're performing. They're better than you. You can't be equal to them and you're not accomplishing any fucking thing. They are better than you by virtue of the reality of their moves and their behavior. Yes, they're better than you. You don't know how measurements for best and least works? What the fuck? They're better than you. Yes. Affluent, progressive, productive people are better than motherfuckers that don't do shit and don't contribute shit. Yes, they're better than you. Yes. Any questions? Stupid nigga? Yes. They're better than you. Better than you. Yes. Uh-huh. So your cousin that's doing really well and got the business going on, just opened up another business and bought a second house and all that. Yes. Better than you. They're better than you. You got a problem with that? Then get the fuck up, get out, and get down, do something. Other than that, just accept it. They're better than you. Want to complain about a motherfucker being better than you. Like they should lessen their drive and their progress so you can feel better about your useless fucking ass. Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Go do something to yourself. I mean, with yourself. Motherfucker. The cat's out the bag, black people. Everybody knows. You can pretend all you want. You could walk around in your fresh new sneakers and outfits and all that all you want. Everybody knows you ain't really got shit. You can do all that front you want. Y'all can go to the club and front on one another like y'all do. Go to the club and use those stolen credit cards and those stolen identities and buy up bottles of champagne, all the fuck you want. You can do that all you want. Everybody, even the people who own the clubs that you're in, spending your money or somebody's money, they know that your bills aren't paid because that information is out. You can find that information. You can look at zip codes. You can look up zip codes and you can get the information as to how many people are behind on their rent, how many people are behind on their mortgage. If you're a club owner, you know, okay, like this, we get IDs all day. We look and we see, oh, that's the same America, same America, same America, same zip code, same zip code, same zip code. Yeah. So we look at the information about this zip code of it. We know those people over there they're not paying. Like all the motherfuckers is about to get their homes taken from them, or they are about to get fucking evicted from their apartments, all kind of shit. But here they are up in the club every fucking weekend. What are these niggas looking for in the club when they don't have nothing and their lives are collapsing all around them? What are you looking for? Escape? Escape. You think you're escaping? No. You are digging your hole deeper. You're not escaping. You're just digging deeper. Because when you sober up, and wake up next to that strange motherfucker you don't know that you just got finished sucking and fucking on and licking and slobbing on and shit, thinking you accomplished something, you're gonna be right back in the reality that you were trying to escape. Still fucked up. Still don't know any more than you didn't know before because you ain't made no effort to find nothing else out. Still in the same situation. Now, how long do you think you can do that shit before it starts to get to you? Before it starts to have an impact on your mind? And once your mind is impacted, your body's right behind it. That's why so many motherfuckers got hypertension and high blood pressure and heart disease and all kinds of shit. Your mind is sick and your body's attached. But, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I think I'm going to go and sit in my backyard and look up at the stars. Y'all do what y'all do, or whatever the fuck that is. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know what y'all talking about. Y'all know what y'all talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all got it figured out. Y'all probably got, okay. Do I have Jordans? Yeah, I got Jordans. But y'all probably got way more Jordans than me. Y'all probably got newer ones too. So fuck you listen to me for it. Fuck, you know. Ooh boy. It's like I want to hug you and kill you at the same time, you motherfuckers. Maurice know what that's like. I mean, I want to hug you and kill you at the same motherfucking time. And I'm just as passionate about both because I know I've wasted so much of my fucking breath. I know I'm wasting my breath now for the most part. Like anybody who's really listening, they kind of already know what I'm talking about. They tap in just so they can have the engagement outside of their own head because they may not have anybody around them that they can have these conversations with and talk about these kinds of things. They got to talk about, uh, you know, Drake and Kendrick and love and hip hop and power, and that's what they got to talk about with niggas, or 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 the basketball game. That's what they got to talk about with niggas. Other than that, or 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 who got that new this car, that car. Other than that, niggas ain't got no conversation for them. So they come on here to listen to us talk about things that actually fucking matter. But they already know these things. They just don't have nobody else to, talk to about. So they have to have these conversations in their own head. So, you know, what's up, my people? Those are people right there. Those are people right there. I know I'm wasting my breath on the rest of you motherfuckers. I know that, but that's okay though. You know why? Because I hear every word I say. I'm encouraging me. I'm encouraging my son. He's passing that encouragement down to his son. And at some point, his children are going to see some parts of this, and they're going to know what their father and their grandfather were doing about it when it was all coming to what it's coming to. When they finally look up from their childhood experience and look around at the world and see the condition of the world and see the condition of black people in it, they're going to be like, what the fuck? What the fuck was y'all doing, older people? And they're gonna look at our shit and be like, yeah, well, we was trying to tell motherfuckers, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is. And you know, that's why we have this 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 acres that, is this is our land. This is where we are. We got our own stores and markets and schools, and this is our shit. And that's why we live like this, because out there it's fucked up, and it's just gonna be fucked up for the black people. There's no other group that's projected to be zero median household income in 2053 in 29 years. No, no other group, just us. And there's also no other group right now spending $1.8 trillion on nothing, nothing, just stuff that you consume and throw away, stuff that has no value after you buy it. No one else is doing that. Just us. We're the only ones doing that to the degree that we're doing it. No one else is spending trillions of dollars doing that. Just us. The world knows we're stupid. Understand that. The world is aware that we are stupid. They're aware of it. And they don't give a fuck about us. They're going to grind us down to our bones. That's a fact. So, party on. Enjoy yourselves. You know, when you get $2, spend $3. Okay? And don't read nothing. For what? You know everything. Don't. You're good. Just relax. Take it easy. Lie back. Put your feet up. Make sure they fresh. You don't want nobody to see you not fresh. Can't have that. Yeah. On nigger parade. On the nigger. I'm out. I
All right.
love you, man.
Love you too.
All right. We poppin', son.
Pop.
Peace.